So exciting to be back. I was here last year as an observer, this year as a participant. Just to watch this conference grow is incredible. Looking out, we've got 1,000 people in the room. So welcome to Indianapolis. For those that are from Indianapolis, welcome to the JW Marriott. As the state's commissioner of the Department of Revenue, I'm supposed to say welcome and thank you for spending money in the community as you're out at lunch perhaps. If you don't eat here, go throughout, buy coffee. It's all good for the local community, so thank you very much. I am very honored to get to present and introduce our first speaker today. People talk about how Indianapolis is one of the nation's best kept secrets, okay? But my thought on that is as you say that year after year, at some point you have to shed that label. It can't be a secret anymore. Well, believe it or not, and I say this genuinely, the same holds true for this first speaker. Okay? It's my honor to introduce a fellow public servant here in the state of Indiana this morning. This is someone who works just 3 floors above me. Okay? He's a fellow Purdue Boilermaker like myself and Christine and many others in the room. He has served under 3 governors here in Indiana, starting as the support desk technician. 14 years later, almost to the day, couple weeks, I think maybe you're almost there, almost 14 years later, he currently resides as the state chief information officer, right, for the entire state of Indiana. So please welcome the man who is responsible for overseeing the entire IT network and importantly, more important than ever, the security of that network here in Indiana. Someone who is now recognized around the country as a leader in driving the conversation in cybersecurity, right here in Indiana. My friend, DeWand Neely.
That was awesome. Way too kind. Can you just travel with me when I go and talk to some other places, Adam, please? That was great. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 5th Indy Big Data Conference. I'm very proud and privileged to be able to welcome you here. I was very pleased and privileged that they asked me to welcome you here. This is such a big deal. Being in the exclusive state CIO club, put this down a little bit, I get to frequently talk and share ideas with my peers in the other states. And I can tell you from a national perspective, the state of Indiana is viewed as one of the public sector leaders in the area of using data as a strategic asset. At all of my CIO events, the one thing that they always want to corner me and ask me and talk to me about is, how did Indiana get started with data sharing and analytics, and how in the world did you get the agencies to play along? Well, my first answer is always, well, that's just the way Hoosiers are. We work together, we help one another, and that's what helps make our state so great. But then I also follow that up by saying our ecosystem of partners, partnerships both internal to state government and external here in Indianapolis is just simply spectacular. Not only does our burgeoning tech community, which includes all of you out there, help to drive the landscape here in Indianapolis, but it also helps to drive us in state government to strive higher as well. And when we run into roadblocks, which we often do in state government, we have great partners all around us, willing to roll up their sleeves and help us out for the greater good of the state. And I can't think of a better way to sum up that term, Hoosier hospitality, than that. Indiana is one of only 17 states that has an official chief data officer. And that, along with this great conference kicking off in its 5th year, I think speaks volumes and tells the rest of the country that Indiana is serious about its data. Case in point, let's talk about today's visualizations challenge that's led by the Indiana Management Performance Hub. You have multiple state agencies, you have academic institutions, and you have private partners all coming together to create a challenge that focuses on providing innovative solutions around education and workforce. And these solutions all have the potential to impact all Hoosiers and in a very meaningful way. And I can't wait to see these top 4 solutions that get presented later here in the general session. Now, I could talk on and on about what gets me excited in the world of data, but as you saw earlier from Christine, this program today is packed with an all-star list of speakers that are way more qualified to speak on this subject than I am. So let me get out of the way. I hope you all take advantage of the great learning opportunities that are here in front of you today, and please have a wonderful conference. Thank you.